Hey guys, it's the Flippin Hippo. Thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel at Flippin Hippos. Today I'm going to talk about a glitch that happened to our store. It affected over 1,800 items and it took almost an entire day between the two of us to fix. And I want to talk about it mostly because I guess I want this to be like a cautionary tale. I want to let you guys know exactly what we did that led up to the glitch happening, exactly what happened and how we fixed it so that you guys can avoid it. I don't want you to have to fix it. I don't want you to have to go through what we went through. It was very frustrating. It could have been a lot worse than it was, thankfully. It could have been a whole lot worse, and I'll get into that in a minute, but I'm going to screen share with you exactly what I did that led up to the glitch happening, and then hopefully you guys can avoid it and not have it happen to you. Okay, so today is Thursday, it's October 11th. On Tuesday, October 9th, eBay recanted or redacted their 14-day wait period for sales. So back in the fall update, they announced that items new to your store or any item in your store that you change the price on would have to sit for 14 days before you could put it on sale with the markdown promotion manager, right? And nobody was happy with that. Well, I'm sure there were a few people that were happy with that. I'm sure there's a couple of you out there that liked that, and that's fine. But the majority of sellers were not happy with that. And there was a lot of debate back and forth on both sides. I know that it was said that an item that's always on sale is never on sale by the CEO, and his name escapes me. I apologize. But either way, here's the thing. Number one, buyers subconsciously and psychologically like sales. It's just how it is. It's been proven time and again. There's been many tests on this on the internet. You can Google it. But it has been proven time and again that psychologically people like a sale. People are drawn to a sale. People like to feel like they're getting a deal. And if you put up an item for 20 bucks and then you put up another item for 25 at 20% off, and it's also 20 bucks and everything else is identical, the item on sale is going to sell first. It's just how it is. People like sales. Number two, items on sale on eBay get a boost in search rankings. Let me repeat that. Items on sale in your store get a search engine boost or a search ranking boost. So eBay kind of created their own monster, right? We don't want you to run sales all the time because sales that are running all the time aren't really sales. And we don't want you to put items in your store and immediately put them on sale. But items that are on sale are going to get a boost in searches. So, duh, we all want to put our items on sale immediately, right away, because we want that search boost. And I'm not going to want to put items in my store. I mean, now that they've redacted the 14-day wait period, there's no wait period. But I'm still not going to put items in my store and wait to put them on sale while everyone else that already has their items on sale is getting boosted in the searches above me. If you tell me that I can get a boost in the search rankings by doing something, I'm going to do it. You guys, we have free shipping, we have free returns, we have best offer on, and we run sales. These are all 4 things that they tell us time and again gives you a boost in searches. And so we have it on. If you give me a way to get a boost in searches, I'm going to utilize it. That's just the bottom line. So all of that said, regardless of where you fell or how you feel about it, they took away the 14-day wait period. So now you can run sales all the time. So we decided we were going to bulk edit our listings and raise the prices on them before we run a sale. Okay, so before you guys get out your pitchforks and chase me through town, and tell me that it's dishonest and it's deceptive to raise your prices before you put items on sale, allow me to explain the biggest reason why we raised our prices before we ran a sale. So, I know I've said this before, but in case you didn't know, we run all of our items 30 days. We don't do good till canceled. We have like a little batch that's good till canceled that we're doing a little experiment on. But for the majority of our items, we do 30 days. And when they end and they go to the unsolds, we bulk, sell similar, and we lower our prices by 5% every time until it doesn't make sense anymore and it's too low. And then we either choose to put it in auction, look at why it's not selling. Maybe we need to redo the photos. But if it's something that's not really worth the extra work, we just throw it on auction to get rid of it. And in some cases, we'll raise the price back all the way up to the starting price and it'll sell. That's a whole like other train of thought, but there are people that say sometimes if your prices are lower, people wonder what's wrong with your item. They automatically assume that there's got to be something wrong with it, that it has flaws, and they see value in higher prices. So sometimes we just raise them back up and then the item will sell. But the reason we raised our prices before we ran the sale is not to be deceptive, is not to be dishonest. It's so that we don't get our asses handed to us and lose money. Basically, let's say I had a shirt that was listed at $20 originally, and let's say it was listed 4 months ago, and it still hasn't sold. It would be listed at $16 by now, because it would have gone down 5% over 4 months, which is 20%. It's not exact, because 5% would come off the 20 and 5% would come off the 19, but you get what I'm saying. It would be around $16 in October. Now, if I ran a 20% off sale, that item is now going to be $12.80. I'm not willing to sell an item that values at $20 for $12.80. I'm just not. That's almost 50% off. So we knew we wanted to run a 20% off sale, and a lot of our items are down 15, 20, 25%, depending on how long they've been in our store and how many times they've been relisted at 5% off. And now we're going to run a 20% off sale. We just can't afford that. I don't want my prices going that low on a lot of my items, especially like jeans that ship in padded flats. If they're a pair of Lucky Brand jeans that I start at $25 and they've been around for 2 months, they're now at $20, and now they're going to go down to $18, and then I'm going to have best offer on it. It's just not feasible. So we raised all of the prices up in our store to account for the fact that they've been lowered over time before we ran the sale. It wasn't to be deceptive or dishonest. It was to give value to our items and to sell things at a price that makes sense for us for our return on investment. So I went into the bulk editor and I raised the prices on all of our items 500 at a time. I set up the sale. This was really late Tuesday night, probably around midnight, so maybe you can call that Wednesday morning. But it was really late, and I went through the bulk editor, like I said, lowered the prices. I set up the sale. I went in the back end of my seller's hub and to active listings, and I went down the row and made sure that everything was being grabbed into the sale. It took a little while. I had to keep refreshing. I did some stuff on Poshmark and came back and checked, but you get the gist. Eventually, all the items had that strike through and the red sale price, and all the prices looked good. And I went to bed. Somehow, overnight, after I had double checked everything, every single item in our store went wonky. The prices went wonky. Remember when I said it could have been a lot worse? A pair of jeans in our store sold for $4 with free shipping. Thankfully, they were Banana Republic jeans that I normally start at $20. They weren't like Miss Me's or Silver jeans. I would have been really upset if they were a pair of or a True Religion. If they had been some of the really high-end brands, I would have been I was super upset anyway. But Banana Republic jeans accidentally getting sold at $4 free ship. Okay, so we ate the cost. I'm not about to message my customer and explain to them that there was a glitch and the price was wrong and try to bill them more or cancel the sale, raise the price, and have them rebuy. I know that's a whole nother argument, and everybody stands different on that as well. I don't agree with it. Whether the mistake was mine or it was a glitch in eBay, I honor it. I'm not going to ask my buyer to give me $16 more. Chances are they only bought them because they were $4 free ship. And then a did pull shirt also sold overnight that was supposed to be, I think, $12 to $15, and it sold for $5.50. So that was our first clue that something was wrong. When we woke up to see that the jeans had sold for $4 free ship and the did pull shirt had sold for $5.50. And our first thought was, oh my gosh, I messed up when I did the bulk editor. I did something wrong. Did I accidentally say decrease by 25% instead of increase the prices? I don't know what I did. Oh my gosh, I did something wrong. So we started going through the back end of our store. And when I said everything was wonky, it was so wonky. There is no way that anything I did could have messed it up this bad. So the majority of our items are now under $10. But there were some things that were priced ridiculously high. So everything was either like obnoxiously low or ridiculously high. There were jeans that were listed at $80. There were jeans that were listed at $5 and $4 and $3. There were shirts that were under $10 that should have been in the $20s. There were sweaters and coats. I mean, it was just ridiculous. I had plushies that were going at $3. So when I said it could have been a lot worse, you guys, it could have been a lot worse. Thankfully, Tuesday night, overnight into Wednesday morning is apparently not a very busy time for buyers to be on eBay shopping, or I really feel like we would have sold hundreds of items because the way they were priced, you'd be a fool not to snatch them up. And we really could have been in a lot of trouble and really, like I said earlier, had our ass handed to us if we would have sold tons and tons of items that low. I mean, we wouldn't even have been covering our cost of goods, let alone the fees and the shipping. So, like I said, we went through the store and we did the math and we ran the numbers and we tried to figure out what I did wrong. But at the end of the day, I didn't do anything wrong. Because if I was editing 500 at a time and made a mistake, there would have been some rhyme or reason to the prices. There would have been like there would have been 500 items with the same mistake and another 500 with this mistake. Because I did chunks of 500. So we couldn't figure it out because there's nothing that would have ultimately affected everything in the store uniformly. That's the word I'm looking for. It wasn't uniform. It was completely a disaster of epic proportions that made no sense. There were items that were listed high, items that were listed low. None of the prices made sense. Half the stuff was on sale. The other half wasn't in the sale. So we had to go through, we had to end, or it wouldn't let us end the sale, first of all. It wouldn't let us end the sale because the sale had to be up for 24 hours before it would let us end the sale. So the first thing we did was we bulk edited everything up by a penny because when you change the price, it takes it out of the sale. So we bulk edited everything up by a penny, which took everything out of the sale that it wouldn't let us end, and now everything was just priced at whatever. The reason we did that is because we do know that sometimes if you bulk edit your prices and there was a sale on them, eBay grabs that sale price to do the editing. So let's say you had a pair of jeans up for $20 and you had a 20% sale on them. So they were on sale for $16. If they're in that sale and you go to raise your price up by 20%, you're not going to be raising it to $22. It'll base it on the sale price. So you'll go up $3.20. So it'll be $19.20. Does that make sense? So if your item is on sale and you go to edit the price, sometimes eBay bases the edit to the price on the sale price and not the original listed price. So we wanted everything out of the sale. We got everything out of the sale, and then we had to go through all of our items and fix the prices. And then we set up another sale to 20% off and deleted the old one when it hit its 24 hours and it let us. But we set up another sale and everything was being grabbed and thrown in the sale and everything looked great. and I went to bed. And I woke up this morning and nothing was on sale. Now, our prices were all okay because we actually went through, believe it or not, we went through one by one, all 1,800 plus of our listings, page by page in the back end, and manually edited each listing and fixed the prices. Because at this point, we do not trust the bulk editor at all. We don't trust it. It screwed up our whole store, so we fixed everything yesterday. We put a sale on. Everything was hunky-dory. I went to bed, and when I woke up this morning, nothing was on sale. Nothing. So, obviously, I can't delete that sale because it hasn't been around for 24 hours. So, we started a third one now that's running, and everything's on sale, and everything looks great. But for whatever reason, the sale we set up last night that had grabbed everything from our store and everything was on sale, somehow overnight spit everything back out and it's not on sale. The sale is still active. It's still running. It shows active, but there's no items in it. So I have no idea what's going on with Glitch Bay. There's just so many things that are just, they don't make sense. Like, why did everything spit back out of the sale? Why did all my prices change to these really weird prices? And I'm telling you, after I bulk edited, I scrolled through and everything looked good. Prices were where they should have been. They were on sale. And then when we woke up in the morning, everything was, and it was weird prices, you guys. It had weird numbers at the end. So those jeans that sold for $4, it was like $402. Things were listed at $385. It was just weird. Anyway, I'm going to share my screen with you right now and show you how I edited the prices, how I bulk edited, because I don't want you guys to do that. This is your warning. This is your cautionary tale. If you're going to bulk edit your prices up or down for whatever reasons, please, please listen to me and do not do what I did. We have a theory that there's a certain way you can bulk edit that glitches out, and there's a certain way that you can do it that may or may not glitch out. So I'm going to share my screen with you so that you guys can absolutely 100% avoid running into the issues that we ran into, because nobody wants to spend their day going through 1,800 listings, manually fixing the price on each one, and nobody wants to wake up in the morning and find out that you sold stuff at a fourth of the price that it should have sold for. Thankfully, like I said, it was only 2 items. Oh, it could have been so much worse. All right, I'm going to share my screen with you guys. So here we are on the back end of our eBay. You can see our listings here. So when I decided to bulk edit our prices up before we ran the sale, I came in here and I went up to this button right here that says edit, and I clicked it to the drop down. And then I went through each one of these. I did 1 to 500, 501 to 1,000, so on and so forth. I went through each of these. Let me show you what it looks like when you click it. I don't want to actually change anything because I don't trust it. But it pulls everything up like this, and it gives you errors. You see this? I don't even understand why they have so many glitches on their platform, but they do. So anyway, it looks like this, and you can select all, and you can go up here to edit fields, and you can do price. And this is exactly what I did, you guys. I went increase, and I raised it up 25%. Okay, and then I clicked save and close, but I'm not going to save and close. I'm canceling out of here. Yes, I want to cancel. Please don't touch my items. So that's exactly what I did. And so our theory is that maybe somehow when you use this editing method of 500 at a time, this is what glitched it out. This is what messed with our prices. And maybe if you only went 200 at a time by clicking this box right here and selecting just this page and saying edit selected, you're just going to pull up the 200 on that page. Maybe this won't glitch out. That's our theory right now. We think that perhaps, I'm canceling out again, using that 500 at a time is what glitched it out, just using this method. Now, what I would personally suggest to you guys, because I really, really don't want anyone else to have issues with their platform or their store or their prices or glitches. I just don't want anybody else to have to go through what we went through. So I would absolutely 100% recommend not using this. Now, doing it 200 at a time is going to be a little more timely, but I'm going to tell you what, when you have to go through 1,800 listings one at a time to fix your prices manually, that takes a lot more time than doing less and using a different bulk option to begin with that doesn't glitch out your store. So I would suggest not using this. And actually what I would do now moving forward in the future, if I ever want to bulk edit my prices again, you guys, I'm coming down here and clicking on this, and I may do 25 or 50 at a time. Is that going to take a little bit more time? Yes. But I don't ever want to have to fix all of my listings ever again. So to me, it would almost be worth it to just do 25 or 50 at a time and then double check as I go. So I would select these, say edit selected right here, and then bulk edit the price on 50 and double check them. And then maybe do another 50 and go back and double check all 100. And just like as I go doing smaller batches, just keep checking the prices and make sure that nothing is glitching out and nothing's going wonky on me. Because I mean, it's just so much more work when it glitches out. And I really think, because we thought about it, we talked about it, we were very frustrated all day yesterday. We really didn't get much done other than fixing our store, but that had to be done. You can't not fix it when all your prices are either so obnoxiously low you're not going to even make your cost of goods back, or so ridiculously high people aren't even going to offer a best offer on it because it's ridiculous. I mean, there were American Eagle jeans that were like priced at $80 some, but we talked about it a lot, and we really think that it was because I used this. It's the only thing we can think of, because I used this and I bulk edited the prices, and then we woke up in the morning and everything was off skew. Of course, eBay says, here, let me go back to you guys looking at me while I talk. So of course, eBay says that it wasn't their glitch, it wasn't their problem. There's no way we can prove that I didn't mess something up when I was bulk editing. So yeah, that is what happened to us. I don't want it to happen to you guys, so don't edit the way I did. And another plus is the sales are back, right? We don't have to wait 14 days. We can put items on sale. We can get that boost in the search rankings, and people might buy more because this whole psychological thing of something being on sale. So, guys, if you've ever encountered something like this, let me know down below. I'd be curious to see if anybody else ever had a glitch happen or something mess up because of bulk editing. And I mean, it's not like eBay's going to do anything about it. Like I said, they're not going to take the blame. I can't prove that it wasn't me, and they're not going to do anything for me. So, but I would be curious to know if it ever happened to anyone else. Just to know. Solidarity, right? Do me a favor, you guys, smash that like button down below if you would. If you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe to our channel and help us feed a hungry hippo. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We're at Flippin' Hippos. Until next time, you guys have a good night.